it's been going on for a fair bit, and in my opinion, I want it resolved as soon as we can. You know, even if I'd love to see him stay, but if he does go, which I hope he doesn't, you know, I hope we get it resolved as soon as we can. Get another fullback in, you know, get the confidence. But I think if he does go, it'll be a big loss because, you know, he always feeds Giroud. He's always there, you know, giving Giroud the balls, giving Giroud the scoring opportunities. So I think it will be a big loss, but if it is going to be a loss, I want it resolved as soon as possible.
Yep, again, I think Bacary, I really want him to stay. You know, he's been at the club for some time and, you know, he's been a really good player for us. But, yeah, end of the day, if he wants to move forward, there's not really much the club can do, end of the contract. So, yeah, if he stays, that'll be great, but whatever happens.
If he goes, I want him out of England, to be honest. I don't want to see him at Liverpool, don't want to see him at Chelsea, don't want to see him at United. You know, I just, you know, Arsenal, we've lost a lot of players, you know. Clichy, Nasri, Adebayor, you know, they've all gone to the big rival clubs and look what they've done, you know. That's. I wouldn't mind seeing him in Barca, I wouldn't mind seeing him in Real Madrid, but, you know, I'd honestly die inside if I did see him in a Liverpool or Chelsea jersey.
I'd hate to see him at City only because of the stigma that we've been a bit of a feeder club to City lately. So yeah, that would be the worst possible situation in my opinion.
Bacary Sagna, I would love to see him stay, but at the end of the day, if a player's heart is not with the club or he wishes to not be there, then if he chooses to go on a different endeavour, then by all means, feel free. I wouldn't like to see him go to another English team, based on the fact that they're rivals, and why should we assist another team in gaining such a quality player? Of course, I'd love to see him stay. He is a quality player, as I said, but unfortunately, it's the way the cookie crumbles.
Yeah, I agree 100%. Exactly the same sort of feeling towards it. It happens. It's football. It's happened a few times to us now in the last few seasons. But yes, that's how it is.
It's a hard one. We want Bacary Sagna to say, Bacary Sagna, we want you to stay, Bacary Sagna. We want him to stay. He's very important in the setup of Arsenal Football Club. But having said that, he wants the big money. I think Arsenal should sign him. He wants 100,000. What is it? What are we going to bring in? Someone who is worth less than that and who wouldn't give us the same. So we want Bacary Sagna to stay. They should put more money on the table for him, and that's it. But if he goes, he goes. We've lost a lot of players, but if we keep getting now the core that's there, we'll go. So I want Bacary Sagna to stay. We don't want him to go to Man City. No, he's going to Monaco, so he can go to France. But look at everyone who left Arsenal, and then the season went down. So he has to think about that. He has it made in Arsenal. He doesn't have much competition. So if he wants to stay in a very good team, Arsenal is the team for him. And we want him to stay, so he should sign the contract.
Is it really a fiasco? This is, I think we're used to this by now. People run down their contracts till at least, you know, under a year to go, if not the end of the contract, and they go off to a better paid club somewhere else. And if that's what they want to do, well, I think 7 years, he's done a pretty good job for us in 7 years. If he wants to go, well, that's his decision. There are many Arsenal players who've left and regretted it, and I think he will. But I not want to see him go. Tottenham, Man City, Manchester United, Chelsea.
I think if you're asking for £100,000 a week and that's not good enough at the age of 31, it's like time to jog on, mate. You either play for Arsenal or you don't play for Arsenal. You know, we're over him, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, look, we're a club that's been founded on loyalty of players, and yeah, off you go, mate. Go and join the other ranks.
Thanks for the 7 years, but goodbye.
Yeah, bye-bye.
I'd love if he could stay with Arsenal, but if he's going to be asking for too much money, I think it's perhaps time to move on. I would like to see him personally renew his contract. I'm not too sure if Jenkinson is ready to step up just yet, but he's a great prospect for the future. It would break my heart to see him going to Man City, which it sounds like he might do. But yeah, if he's demanding too much, perhaps it's time to move on.
Yeah, I definitely think the same. He should be happy with what he's getting.
I think Man City is the only realistic destination for him in England. So hopefully, if he is going to move, he moves abroad and to another non-Champions League team.
I think it started a couple of years ago, and it's just sad. I think he's just drifted off, and he's just not happy anymore. He's what a professional, though. He's such a loss. What do you think?
Same thing, I suppose. But what can you do? There's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah. Just pay the man. We love him.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love his haircut. If I had hair, that's what I'd do with it.
I understand why. He's been at the club for a long time now, and I understand he wants to move on and do other things. It would be nice if he could lift the trophy for us tonight. But he's been a servant to our club, so I appreciate what he's done. It's fair enough. What about you?
Yeah, I think that it'd be a shame for him to leave. He's been a good player. He's always been there at the back, and he's also good as a sort of a wing back, and he gets up there and attacks, crosses balls in. Yeah, he's a good player. It'd be a shame for him to leave.
I don't want him to go. I think it's disgusting, and if he goes to City, I'll be very, very upset.
I 100% agree. I'd hate to see him go to someone else. There's too many of that cliche, Nasri, all that sort of thing. I'd rather see him go. If he's going somewhere, I've heard about Galatasaray. I'd prefer him to head that way than a rival club in the Premier League.
I agree.
If he wants to go, we should let him go. It's up to him, really. I think we've offered him the contract, but if he wants to go, he's going to go. He's been a great servant for the club, though.
Yep. I think if he wants to go, yeah, he needs to go. But also because we don't want someone in the squad that's going to be bringing everybody down with contract talks. We don't need that type of...
Sign the ting.
Sign the ting, exactly. It's like Walcott. Except if he's not going to be happy, then we can't have him there.
Yeah, well, you can't stay in a team forever. So sometimes it's time for players to go and move on, go somewhere else where not that necessarily he'd be more appreciated, but he just has to go on, move on somewhere else. But he's been a great contributor for the team regardless. Yeah. If it's an English team, I would hate for him to go to Liverpool, Manchester United, Chelsea. But I wouldn't want him to go to Barcelona. They've got a strong team already, or Madrid.